Hi, my name's Donna Salaway. My husband and I run a dairy at Toothdale, which is about 15 minutes from here on the Candelo-Wallumbla Road. We sit between Candelo and Wallumbla. I've had many past lives, I guess you could say, so I didn't come to dairying from a generational family background. My husband is family dairy farm, which was out at Cabargo, was an estate, so nobody owned that. It went back to the great-great-great-grandfather. So we came to dairying not on a generational basis, but buying a business off his parents and then setting out on our own. So our farm that will be handed down to our kids starts with us, so to speak. We have 550 acres at Toothdale, predominantly dry land with a bit of irrigation. That's currently a feedlot. So it's interesting how your life evolves, I guess you could say. We weren't looking to get land. We were just trying to work out what was happening with the business side of things, because that is all that we could possibly take over. And you're right, Stephen tried for 3 years to have a discussion with his parents about it, and he was shut down every single time. Until one day, Steve's dad, Jim Pop, we referred to him as Jim Pop, came to me and said, "When are you having kids?" And I said, "I'm not having kids while ever I own nothing." I said, "Because if something happens to Stephen or you, we're off this place and I will be out on the street." So Stephen tried again, and again the cherry was, "This will all be yours next financial year." Financial year came and went, it's the usual story. Until one day I had enough and I said, "Stephen, we've got to sit down and decide what it is we want to do with our lives, or we will sit here until your grandfather dies and this all gets turned into something." So Stephen and I made the plan and made the hard choice that if it didn't pan out, if Steve's mum and dad weren't ready to sell, that we were willing to walk away. But you have to make the choice, and that was a choice that we were willing to make. I was working off the farm because Stephen was an employee of his parents. I didn't work on the farm while ever he was being just a paid employee. So I gave them an ultimatum. I rocked up and said, "You are coming to dinner next Sunday. You have 7 days to figure out a plan, whatever that plan may be, and we're going to come down, sit down, have dinner and work this out." So I left them the 7 days, and on the Sunday they turned up to dinner and they had thought about it, and I said, "It doesn't matter either way, whichever way you want. If you want to keep dairying, that's entirely up to you, but you've got to know that we will make choices based on your choice." And in the end they did. They decided that they didn't want to dairy any longer, so they set a price of what the cows were worth, what the machinery was worth and all the bits and bobs were worth, and we then set about buying it. This happened on the 1st of July in 2006, and on the 1st of September, same year, Steve's grandfather died, which then put into motion the will, which belonged to his great-great-grandfather, and we had 90 days to get off the farm, pick everything up and go. So that was fairly stressful.